Did you know that 1 in 3 self-made millionaires didn't inherit a penny? That's right, wealthy people didn't just get lucky. They built their fortunes by doing things differently. You've probably heard that hard work and saving are the keys to success. But here's the shocking truth. The real secret isn't about how much you make or save, it's about what you do with your time and mindset. Here's a surprising fact. Research shows that 70% of millionaires attribute their success to habits they practice every day. It's not about being born rich, it's about developing the right habits. So, what are these habits? How did the richest people in the world get to where they are? And how can you apply these same strategies to change your financial future? In this video, I'll share the 6 habits that helped me get rich. You won't hear these tips in your typical "how to get rich" videos. These are the habits that set billionaires apart from the rest. Stick with me, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly what to do to build wealth the way the richest people do. Ready to change your life? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. How the rich are born. Mindset over money. Wealth isn't just about the money you inherit, it's about how you think. The rich understand that their mindset drives their actions, which eventually creates wealth. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He once said, "The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is stop digging." This quote perfectly captures how the wealthy approach challenges. Instead of reacting impulsively, they focus on solutions. One of the first habits of the wealthy is believing that abundance is possible. They don't see money as a limited resource. Instead, they believe there's always more where that came from. Research by Stanford found that people who view money as abundant tend to take more risks and have higher financial success. In contrast, people with a scarcity mindset play it safe and miss opportunities. A rich mindset means embracing delayed gratification. Instead of spending money right away, wealthy people understand that saving and investing today leads to greater rewards tomorrow. Consider how Amazon's Jeff Bezos built his empire. He didn't take profits from Amazon for years, instead, he reinvested everything to build the company. The wealthy also take ownership of their financial decisions. They don't blame others for their situation. They know that financial freedom starts with personal responsibility. When they make mistakes, they learn from them and adjust. This is why you rarely hear rich people talk about their failures without mentioning how they turned them into lessons. Wealthy individuals don't just save money, they multiply it. They understand the power of compound interest. Albert Einstein called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. It's why the rich invest early and let their money grow over time. This habit is so critical that the earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. When you believe wealth is possible and act accordingly, you start building a foundation that will last a lifetime. Adopting the right mindset can be the difference between merely surviving and thriving financially. Chapter 2. Life beyond luxury. The invisible rich habits. The richest people in the world don't flaunt their wealth through extravagant displays. Instead, they focus on habits that are often invisible to the average person. They spend time developing themselves, not collecting things. Take Bill Gates, for instance. He still reads about 50 books a year. This habit of continuous learning is one of the unseen pillars of success. It's not about the fancy cars or expensive watches. It's about creating habits that keep you ahead. Rich people prioritize their time. A study by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that millionaires spend over 80% of their time on productive activities like work and self-development. One powerful habit is networking. Successful people understand that their network is just as valuable as their skill set. They constantly build relationships with people who can help them grow. As entrepreneur Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If you want to grow, you need to surround yourself with people who challenge and support you. They're also extremely disciplined. The rich don't let emotions dictate their financial choices. Instead, they follow a strict set of rules when it comes to money. For example, many successful people follow a 50-30-20 rule for budgeting. 50% of their income goes to essentials, 30% to luxuries, and 20% to savings and investments. Another unseen habit is focus. Wealthy people don't chase every shiny object. They focus on long-term goals and avoid distractions. A Harvard study found that people with clear, focused goals are 30% more likely to achieve them than those without a clear vision. While others spend time indulging, the wealthy spend time building habits that lead to true financial freedom. Their success comes from routines and strategies that most people overlook. Chapter 3. Live with purpose. The rich are always on a mission. We often think of the wealthy as people obsessed with making money. But in reality, the most successful individuals live with a deep sense of purpose. They know their why, and that guides everything they do. Oprah Winfrey, for example, built an empire not just to make money, but to empower others and create positive change. Living with purpose is about aligning your actions with your deepest values. When you do this, success follows naturally. Research by Gallup found that people who are passionate about their work are 12% more productive than those who are just getting by. The wealthy know this and choose careers or businesses that fuel their passion. Take Elon Musk. He doesn't just want to build electric cars. He's on a mission to revolutionize space travel and reduce global dependence on fossil fuels. His purpose gives him the energy to push through the toughest challenges. Rich people also recognize that their purpose must be greater than just accumulating wealth. They build legacies. A 2019 study by the Wealth Report found that nearly 80% of high net worth individuals believe that their wealth should be used to create positive impact, whether through philanthropy or innovation. Living with purpose doesn't mean working 100-hour weeks either. The wealthy understand the importance of balance. They prioritize family, health, and personal growth, knowing that true wealth isn't just about dollars, it's about living a full, meaningful life. By living with a clear sense of purpose, wealthy individuals don't just chase money. They attract opportunities and create value for others. When you live with purpose, money becomes a byproduct of the impact you make in the world. If you're enjoying these tips, be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the next chapters. Chapter 4. Learn like a billionaire. The power of being a constant student. The wealthy know that learning never stops. To be successful, you need to embrace the mindset of a lifelong learner. Billionaire investor Charlie Munger says, "The best thing a human being can do is to help another human being know more." This idea is the cornerstone of why the rich invest so much in personal education. In fact, 85% of self-made millionaires report that reading regularly is a key factor in their success. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, spends about 80% of his day reading. He reads newspapers, annual reports, and books. By reading, he gains knowledge that helps him make smarter investment decisions. The rich don't just read for fun, they read to learn. They seek out books that challenge their thinking. Many successful people read non-fiction, specifically on business, psychology, and personal growth. The best part? You don't need to go to Harvard to access this knowledge. Books are readily available, and so is the wisdom inside them. Learning also comes from seeking out mentors and advisors. Billionaire Mark Cuban often says that learning from others' mistakes is just as valuable as learning from your own. Having people who have already achieved success gives you an edge and shortcuts your learning process. Learning like the rich also means making it a daily habit. A study by the University of California found that adults who engage in continuous learning tend to live longer and perform better in their careers. The wealthy don't wait for opportunities to come. They go out and create them by constantly expanding their knowledge. Even beyond reading, the rich attend seminars and mastermind groups. They understand that getting in the room with successful people is an investment. They pay for access to minds that can accelerate their growth. This habit of surrounding themselves with experts is a strategy that pays off. Learning is the foundation that fuels all other habits of the rich. Without it, it's difficult to adapt and find innovative solutions to problems. By becoming a constant student, the wealthy stay ahead and build wealth that lasts. Chapter 5. Teach for impact. Rich people know it's all about giving back. We often hear about the wealth the rich amass, but we don't talk enough about the legacy they build through teaching. The truth is, the wealthiest people in the world don't just hoard their knowledge, they give it away. They understand that by sharing what they know, they create even more value in the world. Take Richard Branson. He spends a significant portion of his time mentoring young entrepreneurs. He believes that the most fulfilling part of his success is being able to help others succeed. He's quoted saying, "The best way of learning is by teaching." The wealthy understand that true success is not measured by the size of their bank accounts, but by the impact they have on others. In fact, studies have shown that people who teach are more likely to retain information. The act of sharing knowledge reinforces their own understanding, allowing them to grow even further. Teaching doesn't always mean giving formal lessons. Sometimes, it means being available for a conversation or offering guidance when needed. The rich recognize that the advice they offer can alter someone's entire trajectory. Billionaire John D. Rockefeller once said, "I always tried to turn every disaster into an opportunity." Teaching others how to see opportunities in adversity is one of the greatest gifts a person can offer. But teaching is not just about helping others, it's also a strategy to further your own success. When you teach, you become more disciplined in your thinking. You have to explain concepts clearly, which forces you to understand them at a deeper level. Philanthropy is another way the wealthy teach for impact. Bill Gates has given away billions to improve global health and education. He sees his wealth as a tool to solve the world's most pressing problems. By teaching others to do the same, he creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond his own wealth. When you teach, you don't just enrich others, you also enrich yourself. Teaching is an investment in the future, both for the people you help and for your own continued growth. Chapter 6. Think like a king. Wealth is a byproduct of visionary thinking. The richest people in the world have one thing in common: they think big. They don't just dream about the next paycheck or the next project, they imagine entire industries changing. Visionary thinking is the secret sauce that turns ideas into empires. Elon Musk is a prime example. His vision for SpaceX isn't just about going to space, it's about revolutionizing the way humanity approaches travel and sustainability. Visionary thinking requires thinking beyond the immediate future. The wealthiest individuals focus on long-term goals, even if they face immediate setbacks. Jeff Bezos, for example, spent years investing in Amazon's infrastructure before seeing any real profit. His vision was always bigger than the day-to-day challenges. Another key element of visionary thinking is taking calculated risks. In fact, 90% of self-made billionaires are willing to take risks that others shy away from. These risks are not about gambling. They are based on thoughtful analysis and a deep understanding of the potential rewards. The key is to recognize opportunities where others see obstacles. But visionary thinking doesn't only apply to business, it applies to every area of life. Richard Branson, for instance, has continuously applied his "think big" mindset to all his ventures, whether it's launching Virgin Galactic or investing in sustainable energy. His thinking extends far beyond making money. He envisions a world that's better because of his efforts. Successful people also know how to leverage their ideas. They don't just wait for opportunities to come to them. They create them. Warren Buffett's approach to investing is a perfect example. He doesn't chase the next hot trend. Instead, he carefully selects companies with solid fundamentals and long-term growth potential. His vision for value creation has earned him billions. Visionary thinking also means staying flexible. It's easy to get stuck on a particular path, but the rich know when to pivot. They adapt to changing environments, technologies, and trends, always looking for the next big opportunity. To think like a king means to see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. The wealthiest people have a gift for turning their visions into reality, and that's why their wealth keeps multiplying. If you found these habits useful, be sure to subscribe for more insights on how to grow your wealth and create a lasting impact. Your journey to financial freedom starts now.